Ever tried navigating a new city? Like, totally new. No phone, no map, nothing. You know that feeling?
Yeah.
That's kind of what marketing feels like these days, right? It's changing so fast. But maybe, just maybe, KINESSO can be our guide. They want to be like the marketing compass for brands.
I like that.
And I know what you're thinking, another tech company, right?
Yeah.
But hold on, there's more to this one. They're not just about the numbers. They're really pushing this idea of real intelligence. And we've got their website pulled up, ready to dive into what that actually means.
Yeah, and that's the key here, right? It's not enough to just throw an algorithm at a problem these days.
Right.
I mean, think about it. The whole media landscape is changing so rapidly. AI, automation, retail media blowing up. Brands need more than just data. They need to know what to do with it. They need real insight. That's where KINESSO's approach gets interesting.
So you hit the nail on the head. Real intelligence. It sounds kind of, well, futuristic. But what's the real deal when we're talking marketing?
It's about connecting the dots. Imagine a huge jigsaw puzzle, right?
Okay, yeah.
All these pieces of data, customers, the market, what competitors are doing. What KINESSO does is they take all that and help you see the big picture, not just what's happening, but why. They want you to understand the customer journey so well that you can see what's coming next. And that lets you personalize everything, create better experiences, and get better results.
So it's not just this person looked at a blue shirt online. It's figuring out why that blue shirt, why now, and what are they going to want to see next.
Exactly. It's about bringing all the pieces together. Because often, media buying's over here, data's over there, creative's off doing its own thing.
Down low.
Exactly. KINESSO sees those as all connected. Think about launching a new product, for example. Their audience development team figures out who you should be talking to. Then the addressable content folks craft a message that speaks to them at every step. And then you've got the curated marketplaces team making sure those messages show up in the right places, good places.
Like an orchestra, everyone playing their part to create this big, impactful sound.
That's a great way to put it.
And you just mentioned a couple of things I wanted to dig into. Those services, addressable content, that's one, and then curated marketplaces.
Yeah.
It all sounds very official, but for those of us who don't speak marketing every day, what does it actually mean?
Okay, so addressable content. Think of it like a personalized message, but instead of putting it in a bottle and tossing it out to sea, you're handing it directly to the one person it's meant for. At the right time, with the right message, it's about having a real conversation instead of just shouting into the void.
Love it.
And then curated marketplaces. Think about the wild west of the internet, all those ads everywhere.
Yeah.
This is about moving away from that towards places where you have more control, higher quality. So things like connected TV, streaming services, websites for big publishers. It's about showcasing your brand in a way that makes sense. Less is more.
It's like the difference between a luxury boutique and just a giant flea market.
Exactly.
It's about being in the right place, not every place.
Right. Quality over quantity.
Now, on their website, they talk a lot about something called platforms and intelligence. And there's definitely this big emphasis on using AI. That feels like where things get really, high tech.
Yeah, absolutely. So when they say platforms, they're talking about the spaces online where people are spending their time. Social media, big e-commerce sites, streaming. It's all the places where brands are trying to connect with people. And what KINESSO does is help brands understand the data those platforms are generating because it's a gold mine of information. And that's where the AI comes in.
Okay, so how does that actually work?
Well, their AI is powerful enough to analyze tons of data. I'm talking millions of data points. And it can adjust campaigns in real time, personalize things at a scale that humans just can't match.
That's a little scary, but also kind of amazing. So it's not just collecting data, it's actually understanding it like a person would.
Exactly. Like, let's say you want to reach people who are really into sustainability.
Right.
KINESSO's AI could look at social media posts, online shopping habits, even what articles people are reading, all to build a picture of what those consumers respond to.
Wow.
And then they can use that to create campaigns that are hyper-targeted and way more effective.
So they can basically predict what a customer wants before the customer even knows it.
Kind of, yeah. It's about spotting patterns, trends, using data to understand human behavior in a really deep way.
That is both impressive and a little bit creepy, honestly.
Yeah.
But really cool. It sounds like they're taking the guesswork out of marketing.
That's a great way to put it, because in a world where there's so much information, so much noise, you got to be smart about it.
You got to cut through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes KINESSO's approach so relevant right now. They're helping brands make those genuine connections in a meaningful way.
It's all about connection, isn't it?
It is, and it makes you wonder, how will companies like Kinesso shape the future of marketing? As AI gets more advanced, will it change the way brands connect with us on, I don't know, a deeper level? It's interesting to think about.
Big questions.
Yeah.
It really makes you think. This has been super insightful, by the way. I feel like I actually understand what Kinesso does now. It's not just about data, it's about using data in a way that makes sense for brands and for people, too.
Definitely. It's about humanizing technology in a way.
Well said. Well, if you're out there listening and you're as intrigued by Kinesso as we are, go check out their website. They've got tons of information. And as always, thanks for joining us for this deep dive. It's been a pleasure.